I don't understand why people are scared of rights getting taken away. Why do we feel like certain people need to give us rights to begin with? I'm aware this video is not going to resonate with everybody, so I'm going to give everybody a chance right now to just keep on scrolling if you don't feel called to stay. If you are still here, that means that your soul knows something, feels something by what I just said, okay? And it's time for us to wake the fuck up, quite frankly. I don't need anybody to agree with me, and I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. This is just simply a perspective that's put out there, okay? Something to shift your perspective, on everything that's going on as far as this whole Project 25 shit. Now, I personally don't get into politics because I govern my own mental. But I am aware that everything that we see here physically, especially in media, the industry, etc., is all just a inverted mirror of what's happening spiritually. Keyword is inverted. If you don't know what inverted means, it means like basically it's flipped upside down, right? It's put the opposite of what's truly happening. It's like the reflection of that, but in a opposite type of version. So basically, let me put all this together now. Spiritually, what's happening? Souls are remembering who they are. Souls are regaining their sovereignty here. Souls are waking up to the fact that they're not citizens of the United States, meaning we're not property of this corporation. Okay, that's where the sacred rebellion's coming in. People are realizing, why do I want to pay taxes or have to pay taxes? Why do I have to work to live? Why do I have to pay to fucking exist? You get what I'm saying? Why do we believe that there's a savior, Jesus Christ, coming to save us? Not everybody's quite there yet. I'm talking to a specific collective of souls. The physical aspect of that, this is their last attempt in trying to get as many people to stay scared. If we tell people all their rights are going to be taken away, we're going to take them out of the textbooks, we're going to take them out of this, we're going to take them out of that. Do it. That shit is a fucking illusion any fucking way. The true story didn't go like that. Our people have been manipulated for far too fucking long. The true stories, these people that we put on pedestals that we look at today like they're fucking saviors, like black people, let's just keep it a bean, okay? 9 ether beings, let's just keep it a bean. We are not looked at as how we're supposed to look at the power that we truly fucking have, even in the fucking history. Yeah, there's people that we have put on pedestals who have stepped up, who have been strong, leaders, who have been, revolutionaries in their generations, and that's how that's what they choose to put out there for us to look at. But at the end of the day, we're always going to be looked at as a race of beings that is fighting for freedom, that is fighting for revolution, that is fighting for existence, that has to fight, that has to go without, that has to be in survival mode all the fucking time. That's not the true essence of who the fuck we are. And until we can wake up and remember that shit, because it's inside of us, but we steady looking at them to give us to tell us who we are. And y'all depend on these certain laws, these certain rights, these certain levels of equality, that they still are in the fucking control. Until you wake up and realize what the fuck is, you don't need these motherfuckers to tell you who you are, because you know who the fuck you are. You don't need these motherfuckers to tell you in no history book about no Harriet Tubman, about no Malcolm X, God rest their souls. And I'm not speaking in this in no type of disrespectful way. But we need to wake up, stop looking at these motherfuckers as just the revolutionaries and realize that the revolutionary is spiritual. They try to bring something here into the physical, and look where it got them. It's going to keep doing that. It's going to keep repeating itself. This is why history repeats itself. And I kept saying that. It's a loop. It's an illusion. Because we going off of their fucking history. Their story. That's meant to keep us in the fucking illusion. It's meant to keep us in the cycle. It's meant to keep us stuck in fear. It's meant to keep us thinking that they have some fucking kind of control and power over us until we realize that this shit is internal, not external. Then, once we all do that, we're gonna know. We don't need to fucking believe. We're gonna know. Did I rise to such a level of perception or a certain frequency? This new earth, this Christ consciousness, if you will, all these different names, all of this shit means the same stuff. How? Because I chose love. I chose to stop victimizing myself as an individual in this life, in this experience that my soul is having. I've chose love over and over and over again. I've chosen to be real with myself. Why? I know in my heart and in my soul that love is the way. Not war, not violence, not bullshit, not fear, but love. And I let love be my master instead of fear being my fucking master. And this don't look like something big and special and monumental. This looks like choosing to walk away from certain habits, choosing to walk away from certain people, places, and things, choosing to look at myself in the mirror instead of victimizing myself all the time. Oh, why did they do me like that? No, why did I allow myself to get done like that? Why didn't I respect myself more, have more reverence and love for myself than to put myself in positions like that? It's the perception of everything. Not for everybody, but this is how it is right now. As a whole, as a race, we victimize ourselves, and we feel bad about, we victimize ourselves collectively because we victimize ourselves individually. There's not enough people who are real with themselves. There's not enough people who take accountability for shit. There's not enough people who really look in that motherfucking mirror, man in the mirror. MJ said it best. There's not enough people who really do the work to change their internal world, and that's why this external world is exactly how the fuck it still is. Y'all want to talk about a revolution. Y'all want to talk about us being free. Y'all want to talk about all this shit, but then as soon as somebody say, oh, y'all rights are getting taken away, you believe that. For those of y'all who still feel as though you're owned by this corporation, you're owned by this motherfucking country, why? Because you live here? This is a free fucking country. They don't own this shit. Nobody owns shit. Nothing is owned by nobody. We are living on a soul. Gaia is a soul of this realm that we are living in. This is why she is the mother. This is why it's Mother Nature. This is why it's Mother Earth. Overstand that. Remember who the fuck you are. Because clearly a lot of y'all don't, but y'all want to get on this motherfucker preaching, or we need to hurry up and go to the white man and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's bullshit. It's illusion-based, and that's just you needing to get the fuck up out of that lower state of your consciousness and the lower state of your motherfucking brain and realize it's not physical, it's fucking spiritual. And until we can come to that motherfucking agreement, this is where we're at. Everybody always be asking me, I be seeing y'all in the comments, where did you get this information? Tell me the source, the divine source of this creation that I am one with. That is within all of you. You can receive similar downloads if you choose love. Quite that simple. That's what I did. I didn't do nothing crazy. Everybody's, what's the magic trick? What does she do? What trickery? What witchery is she doing? Nigga, love. That's the fucking sauce. That's the answer. I have no reason to sit here and lie to you. The proof is in the motherfucking pudding. What's the proof? I have no fucking fear. I have no fear about anything in my life. I did. I was once just like all of us. We are all fucking here having this experience. I went through my cycles, my karmic cycles. I did. But I didn't stay there. Why? Because I chose love every fucking time. No matter how long it took me to get out of a fucking cycle, I did it. I broke the fucking matrix. I glitch it. And I will continue to do that. Because I'm going to continue to choose love. That is the fucking magic. That is the fucking savior. If you're looking for one. It's love. It's being real with yourself. It's authenticity. The two go hand in hand. But if you want to keep letting fear be your fucking master, you want to keep letting pride and ego be in the way of you looking at yourself in the mirror and changing things, if you want to steady point the finger at everybody else, you want to steady victimize yourself, that's what we're continuously doing as a fucking collective of beings in this bitch. A level of consciousness. Everything is consciousness. They're going to continue to program. They're going to continue to try to keep us asleep, to keep us fearful, to keep us feeling like we're in a war, to keep us feeling like we have to fight for our fucking rights. But the right is your birthright. As soon as you were born in this bitch, you have every right to do everything and be everything that you fucking are. We've been programmed since a child growing on up. Birth certificate, social security card. Our parents didn't know better. It's time for the generations to wake the fuck up because there is a revolution here. But not everybody's going to be on board with it in this lifetime. That's just what it is. That's where the split's coming in. That's where there's going to be the old world and the new world. So what side are you going to be on? That's what you have to find within yourself. And there's nothing you have to do but choose to heal, to be real, and to love yourself. It's quite that fucking simple. 1:44 on the clock. It be so many people. Oh, Trump's doing this. Trump and Elon Musk and da-da-da-da-da. They're symbols as well. Everything is symbolic in this realm. These celebrities, certain things that they push, symbolic. The whole Kendrick Lamar, Drake beef, they were both symbols. Everything is symbolic in this bitch. The fucking Super Bowl was so symbolic. Everything is symbolic. It's just that now we're able to see the symbols. Remember the symbols, let's say. Because everything has always been symbols in this bitch. Hieroglyphics, let's start there. Egypt, we are on those grounds. It's just that America is the karmic version of Kemet. And it's time for us to heal. Rise, remember who the fuck we are. So Project 25 is not just a political agenda, it's the decoy. The real project is spiritual. Between 2020, when COVID hit, right, and 2025, divine opening, if you will. started to happen, right? Ancient souls started to remember. Truth started to be revealed. Illusions started to fucking crack. And it's been going on that way. We were so distracted in 2020. Everything happens for a fucking reason, okay? And then we can all agree. This is the age of remembrance. You know, divine DNA is being activated, okay? Illusions, false systems are crumbling right before our fucking eyes. But what they call crumbling and what they call collapsing is actually our liberation spiritually. It looks that way physically. It has to. Their shit can't stay here and stand and be what the fuck it is, as well as us being sovereign fucking beings. It's not going to happen that way. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to convince us that we are crumbling, that this world, that our rights are being taken away. The rights that they gave us, the rights that were never really truly rights to fucking begin with. Understand that. You are not their fucking property. You are a God source being. Your soul is sovereign, not owned by the fucking corporation of the United States of America. And until y'all can wake up and understand that, they want you to think that the system's falling so y'all can fight for it to stay. So y'all want to fight to keep them in control? Do not be deceived, baby. Straight up. Y'all being deceived deeply. They want you afraid. They want you scared so you can stay in their little rat cage, stay in their little rat race. Get mad, come and boycott. Who has the real power? The government, not you. And you want to fight because you believe that the government has fucking power. Once you realize that you have the fucking power, you ain't gonna go fight no fucking government because that shit's all fake. It's illusion anyway. The less people that give their fucking energy, their time, their emotions to that fucking agenda, it just dissipates in your reality. Don't worry about the rest of the country. Worry about what is going to be in your reality. And that's what we need to realize as well. This shit is internal. Everything. Thing is, there's free will here, and everybody knows that. There's free will, so you have a choice. You know? Earth has already opened the door for y'all, for us, for those who remember who they are, for those who are choosing themselves, who are choosing love, who are choosing like your dream, your destiny, whatever it is the fuck that you want. You got to know who the fuck you are, claim your sovereignty, walk with love, choose you, instead of choosing fear, choosing to be a fucking fighter and a soldier for this fucking, for who you think is your people. But at the end of the day, your people are not a part of this fucking corporation the way that we believe that it is. This is our shit. They came and took our shit. Then they're going to tell us what we can and can't do in our shit? No, this shit is all an illusion. How long are we going to keep falling for this shit, y'all? How long are we going to keep being their fucking slaves?